What's happening, lads? Welcome back to the channel. This is the first Avenged Sevenfold album reaction I've ever done on this channel, and I think we should do a few more. Now, if you want to see me do some more Avenged Sevenfold reactions, do drop a like in this video to let me gauge the interest. That's the only way I can know. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. Also, if you do want to get full access to this entire album reaction, it did actually get blocked, so I had to upload it to Vimeo, but you can get the full thing for free if you go to the link in the description, patreon.com/DrewFortune. Avail of the 7-day free trial. Obviously, if you want to stay on after that 7 days, it will be much appreciated. But if not, there's no hard feelings. Lads, other than that, enjoy the video. Cheers. Okay, let's go. Again, this is going to be a massive learning curve for me, so please forgive any nuance or anything along those lines that I don't pick up on, because this is the first time I've ever heard an album from these guys, full stop, okay? So, complete blank canvas. I love some of that clean acoustic work. Reminds me of Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, that finger picking style. But yeah, what I was trying to say is it's just weird to come from listening to a modern album such as Bleed From Within's Shrine to something like this, which is a little bit more like traditionally rock and raw, but very like progressive thrash metal is my first impressions. Very progressive. We had a lot of different sounds going on there. We had the clean picking, we had the thrashier tempo, we had the very progressive stops and starts. So yeah, not a bad start, not particularly my style of music, but I'm open to it.
But there's nobody home. Cue the breeze. That's where the painted trees.
Yeah, the production isn't bad, it's just very thin compared to what I'm used to with those more modern metalcore albums.
Now I know this might sound crazy, but I've smelled the plastic daisies, and it seems we've found ourselves in.
I appreciate the experimental nature from an old school band, you know? Although it's quite a breath of fresh air hearing the lack of density from a musical standpoint, because again, a lot of the music I listen to is modern metal music, and some of those mixes are just so overproduced to a certain extent, and the mixes in themselves are so dense because there's just like so much compression going on in it. It's just like everything is all bundled into one, this big ball that can be a little bit overwhelming at times. So it is nice to kind of peel back the layers a little bit and, you know, really be able to hear each instrument as it's being played. It feels a lot more raw and, I suppose, authentic to a certain extent. It feels very natural. In saying that, for a band of their stature, I do think that some of the production could be a little bit better. Now, I do feel that like some of the moments are a little bit thinned out, which I guess is maybe a callback to some of their older work. Again, I'm kind of speaking off of complete guesses here because I haven't heard their older work, but it just does feel to a certain extent very, very thinned and almost objectively not the best production. But let's continue on. And now we're moving on to Nobody, which is the really weird, very progressive, experimental single that they released not too long ago that I did a reaction to. I have to respect a band that is so clear coming back with a single like this, and just it's so fucking unique, but they're also obviously sticking to a lot of the metal elements, like that lead guitar that we've had throughout the intro, but all these like trumpets and all this sound is just so fucking wacky and weird. But it's so unique. Bit of a grower as well, to be honest. It's sounding a lot better now that I've heard it. Again, obviously I heard the single when it dropped and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It was like almost too weird. But again, I also wasn't familiar with their sound. I mean, musically, it's not my favorite, but I am fairly fucking taken back by how experimental this has gone. Very, very impressive how much of a risk they're taking with this.
And we love you.
I have chills again. Dare I say, very, very similar to Porcupine Tree. Very, that drum pattern and the nuance to it feels very like either Steven Wilson or Porcupine Tree. It's also a breath of fresh air to not have every single track leading into a breakdown. Like, the solos are nice as well. I am so impressed by this album, I'm not gonna lie. So impressed. Just for a band that has been going for how many fucking years have these guys been playing for? To come back and be so like aware of the times, not only from a lyrical content standpoint, but also just like that prog feel feels so fresh. Like, this sounds like nothing I've heard before. That's playlist. That's the first like actual playlist track for me that I would see myself going back to. I've been impressed from start to finish so far, but just from a replay value standpoint, this track to me stands out the most. I'm actually looking at it here, and M Shadows, who's the lead vocalist, isn't actually that old. He's 41. He looks fucking great for 41 though. I do like the drums in this, but this track to me feels like the least engaging. I kind of just naturally found myself talking over it just because it's not really grabbing me in any way, shape or form. Metal! Yeah, that track felt, 3.5 minutes long, straight to the point. Definitely a shout to the old school metalheads that maybe would be very pissed off with this very experimental sound. Again, another fun, like, fairly straightforward track. Some cool, like, vocal inflections and vocal effects, especially in the interlude. They're using auto-tune. That's fucking very, very controversial from a traditional metalhead standpoint. I'm here for it. It's experimental, but my god, I can imagine this is going to piss a lot of people off. What's that track that was on the radio for years? She's up all night to this song. I'm up all night to this. Lucky? Is it Daft Punk? Very Daft Punk this is. Oh, chills.
In my dreams, I stare out in
The chills are there again. This feels like it should be in a Home Alone movie. Real Christmas feel to it here. It's gotten very epic for the last few tracks. We got the Daft Punk kind of groove to it, and then it was a very epic transition into the track Death, which we just listened to, and now we're into the title track, which is Life Is But a Dream, and the outro to the entire album. Beautiful piano to start us off as well. A 4.5 minute long piano track is honestly, I would say unexpected, but based on the amount we've heard in this album, it's not surprising at all. Wow. Genuinely blown away by how good that album was. just wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, I think. We are going to break down the album from start to finish. We're going to give my review on patreon.com/Drew Fortune. All the links will be in the description, so if you are interested in seeing the full album reaction, as well as the probably, I don't even know how many other album reactions we have. We've got a lot over there, guys. So if you are interested in checking that out and possibly some more Avenged Sevenfold album reactions down the line, then do get involved. There's a free trial available, so avail of that. And yeah, I'll see you over there, guys. Appreciate you watching the video either way. Drop a like on it if you did enjoy. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. That's all from me. I'm signing out. Look after yourselves. See you in the next one. Cheers.